my car.
Man, I'm sorry. It's these huge wide tires.
Man, you gotta fix this, man, because I don't have that problem. But man, you threw rocks everywhere.
I'm sorry, man. We need to call Jonathan at ACS and see what he's got to fix this problem.
Man, that's like a game changer. Let's do it.
All right, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, buddy. All right, bye.
Hey guys, this is Justin with Horsepower Obsessed. I just wanted to take a second and talk to you guys about the thing that Jason's going to install on his car, and that's going to be the ACS XL rock guards in the rear. That's going to prevent all the rocks from flinging up and hitting Steve's car. As you can see, I have my ZR1 here in the background, and I'm going to show you at the end of this video what the install of the same parts that Jason's putting on looks like on the C7 ZR1 as well. But for now, I'm going to throw it back over to Jason, let him show you what these parts look like, how to install them, and how much extra protection there is on his C7 Grand Sport.
Hey guys, welcome back to Front Seat Driver. Justin, thank you very much for that intro. And everybody, if you don't already follow Justin at Horsepower Obsessed, there's a link to his channel down in the description. Go give him a follow. The guy's blowing up, great channel. Also, I'm here with my friend Steve from Protective Dad Pranks. Go follow him as well. There also is a link. But anyway, today's video, we're gonna talk about three things. How to make your Corvette on the cheap look a little bit wider, how to make it look a little bit thicker, a little bit beefier from the back, and number three, how to protect the guy behind you. So if you watched the intro to my video, there was a day where me and Steve were out and I threw some rocks on his car, and luckily he's got some Expel to help, but you know, the windshield was still, you know, exposed. So, you know, it was a great idea for us to come up with something new. So we called Jonathan from ACS and asked him what new product he had that we could put on our car to maybe to help protect the guy behind us. We're gonna install those and we'll show you how to do it right now. Thanks for watching. So before we get it started, I wanted to show everybody, as you can tell, the tire sticks out a good distance past the rear fender well, and that's what allows the rocks to go flying up and tear up the car behind you. I've run into this many times going on cruises. I've had people that had wraps on their cars that literally after it was over with, they had to rip the wrap off their car because there were so many dings in it. So this is something that I do consider to be a very important feature for your car. So let's go ahead and get started on the install. So we're gonna do a quick unboxing of this product from ACS Composite. I really like their packaging. It's lightweight, but they do a great job of packaging all of their products. Let's go ahead and get this open. That's it. So, instructions, rear. I got the front ones last time. I sent them to my friend Team 512. Scott, go follow him. There's a link to his channel. But as you can see, the nice carbon flash, high quality product, brand new pins to install. These are actually really quick. There's just one bolt, as you can see right here, that we have to remove. So I'll show you that, and then we'll get these installed. So step one in the first mod that we're gonna do is to remove a 7mm screw on the bottom here so that we can take that out, and then the pins are all that hold on the GM little rock guard, you know, standard rock guard that they have. There's a few pins in there. We're gonna pull them loose. We're gonna install the new one with the new pins and the screw, but since we're doing two mods, there are 3 bolts under here, 3 screws. We're gonna do all 3 screws and go ahead and get this whole thing set up for both mods. So I said there were only 3 screws, but I was incorrect. There were actually 4. So we're gonna remove all 4 of these screws right here. And yes, as you can tell, I do work on cars every single day of the week. I am not in roofing, I am a mechanic.
The next day.
All right, so now as you can see, all 4 screws are out. The next step is we're gonna clean this really good with some rubbing alcohol. Step 2 is just to pull this off. And we're all done. Other than being a little dirty, not bad. So here's the difference between the two. This is the old, it's not even really a rock guard, it's more of just protection for the inside of the fender well. Cheap plastic, but as you can see, we got brand new little clips to hold it in place. And this piece is also on the new one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna press them right back in to their original location. Boom, done. Now all we have left is to put the screw on the inside. So one thing I forgot to mention, there is a small clip right here on the old one that you will need to put on the new XL rock guard to be able to hold the screw on the bottom. Other than that, it's an absolute piece of cake. So the last piece of the puzzle is to add the ACS Composite rear fascia extension, and we're gonna put it, it's gonna go in right about here. So it helps give the back of your car a little bit bigger looking butt, and everybody knows I like a big butt. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. So we're gonna go ahead and get that installed. There are 3 screws that are gonna go back in to hold it in place. And Steve mentioned to me that he thought it was a good idea to add the Gorilla Tape as well. It goes ahead and gives it a little more strength and structure in the installation and permanent, holding it in place. Even though you have the 3 screws, just a little bit of added protection. So we're just gonna add these 3 screws right now. I'm gonna press it up in there, screw them in, and you're good to go. Line them up. All right, guys, so as you can see, this is the new XL rock guard and the new rear fascia extension, and it makes a big difference on that girth in the back. It adds another inch and a quarter on the side, so that's about 2.5 inches total width to the car. But I'm gonna tell you, what made me decide I wanted these on my car is when Steve was at my house and he had them on his. Let me let the light kind of kick up. But look how much wider it makes the Stingray look. So much wider. And then before I was like, I liked them, but I thought it was kind of like, what's the point? But number one, as you can see, it's gonna stop any rocks from kicking out. So if I'm driving behind them, I'm not as worried about it. If I'm in a group with other Corvettes, I'm not as worried about it, but it makes it look a lot beefier. So let's take a look at mine. So as you can see, it makes a big difference. You're not gonna get all those rocks you can see kicking out. You might get whatever comes from beneath on the tires, how much you can do about that. But the ones that are kicking up on the side right here, definitely gonna prevent those. So that's gonna do it for today's install. Stick around because coming up, Justin from Horsepower Obsessed is gonna show you what it looks like on his 2019 Corvette ZR1. And I've already showed you what it looks like on a Stingray, a Grand Sport Z06 body style, and Justin's gonna show you what it looks like on a Z06. That way you can see it on all 3 different body styles available by Corvette. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.
Peace. And as promised, here is what the XL rock guards look like on my C7 ZR1. The fascia extensions have actually been removed because, as you guys can see, it is actually in the detail shop having some paint protection done. So for the time being, they're not on there, but just look at the actual XL rock guard, the way it pops out on the side, gives you that extra protection, and it makes the whole car look wider. Anyway, guys, as you can see, these particular parts are good for any one of the C7 Corvettes. So whether you have the Stingray, the Grand Sport, the Z06, or even the ZR1, they really help make the car look fantastic, and they add additional protection. So if you have any one of these cars, definitely hit up Jonathan over at ACS and he will make sure it is fully protected.